Whispering goodnight to your worries. Purpose: help the viewer gently acknowledge their worries and tuck them away before sleep. What if tonight, your worries could sleep before you do? Chapter 1: The night is not a battle. The night is not a place to fight your thoughts, it is a sacred space to rest your soul. There is a silent war that many of us fight at night, the war of the mind. After a long day of doing, performing, pleasing, or simply surviving, we lie down with the intention to rest, only to find ourselves ambushed by thoughts, worries, and doubts. The very moment our head touches the pillow, the brain begins its parade of what-ifs, should-haves, and how will I questions. But here's the truth that can begin to set us free. The night is not a battle. It is a healing ground. And your mind was never meant to be a battlefield at bedtime. It was meant to be a garden. Let's begin there with a reframe. Reclaiming the night. What if we stopped treating bedtime as a final to-do item in our daily checklist, and instead saw it as a homecoming? A return to the center of our being. A sacred pause from the world. A place where we can just be, not as someone's boss, parent, friend, or fixer, but simply as ourselves, quietly held by the stillness of night. This chapter invites you to reclaim your night from the noise of the day. Because your body may be tired, but your soul is not exhausted, it is simply overwhelmed by the endless pursuit of doing. Sleep is the body's invitation to pause, to allow the dust of the day to settle, and to whisper gently to your worries, you may rest now. You are safe. I am safe. Why do worries come alive at night? There's a reason our worries love the night. It's because silence removes distractions. During the day, we are preoccupied responding to emails, picking up groceries, handling conversations, keeping busy. But once the lights go out, so do the filters. The quiet becomes a mirror. The mind suddenly begins to echo everything we tried to mute during the day. But just because the mind speaks at night doesn't mean we must listen in panic. The goal is not to shut down our thoughts. The goal is to shift our relationship with them. Imagine your thoughts not as attackers, but as children knocking on your door in the dark. They are frightened. They are looking for reassurance. They want to be acknowledged, not banished. So tonight, instead of bracing yourself for another battle, let's learn how to embrace the night and allow it to become your ally in healing. A nightly reframe, turning your bed into a sanctuary. Let's create a simple yet powerful shift in how you approach bedtime. Before you lie down tonight, take a deep breath and repeat this affirmation silently or aloud. This bed is not a place of judgment. It is a sanctuary for peace. My mind is not my enemy. It is simply tired. I give it permission to rest now. As you breathe in, imagine gathering the leftover tension from your shoulders, jaw, heart, and belly. As you exhale, visualize that tension melting into the mattress beneath you. With every breath, you are training your body and mind to associate nighttime with peace, not stress. Repeat this nightly, and your brain will start to associate lying in bed with release instead of resistance. The Peaceful Pause Ritual. Here's a bedtime ritual you can use to turn the night into a peaceful sanctuary. Dim the lights 30 minutes before bed. Signal to your nervous system that it's time to wind down. Light a candle or use a soft diffuser. Choose a calming scent like lavender or frankincense. Whisper to yourself, I am home now. Home, not just in your physical space but in your soul. Place your hands over your heart. Feel its steady beat. This is your rhythm. It knows how to rest. Close your eyes and breathe. With each inhale, welcome peace. With each exhale, let go of the day. This ritual, done consistently, becomes a signal to your inner world, it's okay to stop now. Everything that needed to be done is done for today. And what isn't done can wait for the light of tomorrow. Affirmations to prepare your soul for rest. Use these affirmations before sleep to rewire your inner dialogue from anxiety to assurance. I am not my worries. I am the awareness behind them. The night is not a problem to solve, it is a gift to receive. My peace is not earned. It is claimed. I have done enough. I am enough. I release control and allow rest to guide me. These affirmations work subtly. You may not notice immediate change, but over time, they become anchors that calm your subconscious and prepare you to drift into rest with a light heart. Letting the day end, gently. It's tempting to mentally replay the day over and over. But here's the truth, the day is over. And nothing changes when we obsess over what cannot be undone. Tonight, let the day end. Gently. Let your mind know, you don't have to keep thinking. You can sleep too. Imagine your thoughts as little birds fluttering about. You're not swatting them away. You're just opening the cage and letting them fly into the sky, where they belong. Tonight, you don't have to figure it all out. Tonight, you don't need answers. You just need rest. And rest will bring you back to your center. A subliminal message for your inner world. As you lie down tonight, let this message speak softly to the deepest part of your being. You are safe. You are not alone in the dark. The stars have watched over millions before you. They are watching you now. Everything you need for tonight is already within you: peace, stillness, love. Whisper good night to your thoughts. Let your breath become a lullaby. Rest is not weakness. Rest is wisdom. And you, dear soul, are wise to rest. Let tonight be the first of many sacred evenings where your inner world no longer fights the night but surrenders to it. With each chapter of this journey, we will help you whisper good night to your worries until they no longer follow you into your dreams. Chapter 2, Naming the Restless Shadows. A shadow loses its power when you shine a gentle light on it. Have you ever noticed how your worries feel bigger at night? It's almost as if they stretch across the walls, echo in the silence, and expand in the dark corners of your mind. The day may have ended, but your thoughts are just getting started, churning, spinning, and circling the same fears over and over again. But here's a profound truth. Your worries are not monsters. They are messengers. And the only way to receive their message is to gently name them without fear, without shame, without judgment. Why naming worries matters. Worries often feel like an invisible fog. We sense them. We carry them. But we don't always know what they are or where they're coming from. Unspoken worries grow in silence. They hide behind vague feelings like unease, tension, or stress. But the moment we name them, even softly, even uncertainly, we start to reclaim power. Naming a worry is not about dramatizing it. It's about disarming it. Imagine trying to comfort a child who is crying in another room. You can't see them. You don't know what's wrong. You just hear the sobs and feel helpless. But the moment you walk in, kneel down, and ask, "What's hurting you?" you create connection, comfort, safety. Your worries are like that child. They don't need to be banished. They need to be acknowledged. The gentle acknowledgement practice. Tonight, before sleep, find a quiet moment, just you, your breath, and your truth. You don't need to analyze or fix anything. You're just going to name what's there. Here's how. Sit or lie down in stillness. Close your eyes. Put one hand on your chest. One hand on your belly. Ask inwardly, what am I truly worried about right now? Listen without rushing. Let the answers come as images, sensations, or words. Write them down or whisper them softly. I'm worried about my job security. I'm afraid I disappointed someone today. I feel unsure about my future. I'm anxious about my health. End with this affirmation. Thank you, worry, for showing me where I need care. You are seen. You are safe. You can rest now. This practice isn't about spiraling deeper. It's about giving form to the formless, turning chaos into clarity. The power of specificity. Let's say you go to bed thinking, "I just feel overwhelmed." That statement, though valid, is vague. And vagueness breeds unease. Instead, if you say, "I'm overwhelmed because I have 3 deadlines tomorrow, and I haven't planned. I'm overwhelmed because I'm unsure how to support my partner emotionally. I'm overwhelmed because my finances feel uncertain." Suddenly, you're not trapped in a storm. You're holding an umbrella. And while the storm may not stop immediately, you now have language, and language gives you light. Releasing worry through compassionate curiosity. Most people react to worry with either resistance, "I shouldn't feel this way," or repression, "I'll deal with this later." But both approaches deny the truth. And truth unacknowledged becomes a weight we carry into sleep. Instead, try compassionate curiosity. Ask your worries gentle questions like, "What are you trying to protect me from? What is the fear underneath this fear? What do you need to feel heard?" You'll be surprised how your inner world softens when you speak to it as you would a dear friend, not as a burden, but as someone worthy of kindness. Nightly journal prompt, The Worry Whisper. Start a notebook called The Worry Whisper. Use it every night for just 5 minutes. Here's a sample prompt. Dear Worry. Tonight, I see you. I know you showed up because you care. You want to protect me from pain. But I also know I need rest to think clearly tomorrow. So I thank you, and I ask you gently to rest with me. You are not alone. Neither am I. Good night for now. Write freely. No editing. No overthinking. Just truth with tenderness. Affirmations for naming and calming worries. Whisper these to yourself after your worry naming ritual. I am safe to name what I feel. Acknowledgement brings peace. My worries are not flaws, they are flags that guide me. I don't need to solve everything tonight. I only need to rest. The light in me is stronger than any shadow. Let these become the lullabies for your inner self. Words, when spoken with sincerity, become spells of healing. When the same worry returns. Don't be discouraged if the same worry shows up night after night. This is normal. Some concerns are rooted in long-standing fears. Others may be tied to unresolved grief or future uncertainty. Be patient. Healing is not a one-night affair. It's a relationship between you and the deepest part of yourself. When an old worry revisits you, don't push it away. Smile gently and say, "Ah, I see you've come back. Thank you for caring. I know you mean well. But tonight, let's rest together." This approach builds emotional resilience, reminding your inner world that safety and softness are always available. A subliminal message to soothe the subconscious. As you drift off tonight, allow this message to settle deep into your being. My worries are not punishments, they are parts of me longing for peace. I will no longer ignore them. I will no longer fear them. I give them names, I give them space, and then I give them rest. I am not broken. I am becoming whole. Sleep is my sanctuary. I enter it with love, and I rise from it with light. By learning to name the restless shadows, you free yourself from the grip of unspoken anxiety. You begin to see that your worries don't control you, they inform you. And when heard with compassion, they begin to soften, and sleep beside you, rather than against you. Chapter 3, Your worries are not who you are. You are not your thoughts. You are the quiet awareness behind them. It's easy to forget that the voice in your head is not always telling the truth. Sometimes it whispers fears. Sometimes it replays old hurts. Sometimes it drags you down a path of imaginary worst-case scenarios. But no matter how loud that voice becomes, it's important to remember this. You are not your worries. You are not your failures. You are not your anxious thoughts. You are the observer of them. The stillness beneath the noise. The light behind the clouds. Why this chapter matters. When we carry worries for too long, we start to identify with them. Instead of thinking, I feel anxious, we say, I am anxious. Instead of, I'm experiencing fear, we internalize, I am weak. This misidentification is a heavy burden. It traps us. It convinces us that our worries define us, limit us, and shape our worth. But tonight, I want to help you lay that burden down. To remind you that your essence is deeper than your emotions, and your soul is untouched by anxiety. This chapter is your invitation to untangle your identity from your inner chatter. It's your chance to breathe into the truth that you are whole, even when your mind is not quiet. The mind's job and its limits. Let's take a moment to understand your mind's role. Your mind is a brilliant problem solver. It's wired to scan for threats, prepare for outcomes, and assess risk. This is a survival mechanism. It helped our ancestors escape danger. It helps us make decisions. But when the mind doesn't know when to pause, it turns protective thinking into persistent worrying. The key is not to shut the mind off, but to gently remind it of its place. You are more than your thinking mind. You are also heart. You are also breath. You are also presence. And at night, your job is not to fix the world, it's to rest and remember that your value is not based on how well you manage every fear. A mirror exercise to reclaim your identity. Try this exercise tonight before bed. It takes less than 5 minutes but carries deep power. Step 1. Stand in front of a mirror. Look into your own eyes. Not your face. Not your flaws. Just your eyes. Step 2. Say aloud or silently. I see you. I am not my fear. I am not my overthinking. I am light having a human experience. I allow myself to rest now, not as someone with problems to solve, but as someone worthy of peace. You may feel strange at first. That's okay. But with practice, this becomes a powerful tool to remind your subconscious. You are not the storm. You are the sky it passes through. Letting thoughts flow without judgment. Here's a metaphor to hold close. Imagine your thoughts as leaves floating down a stream. Some are light and drift easily. Others are heavy and sink or swirl. Your job is not to stop the leaves. Your job is to watch them pass. This is mindfulness. This is presence. This is liberation. You are not the stream. You are the awareness of it. You are not your anxious thoughts. You are the calm space that notices them and gently lets them go. A grounding affirmation for the overwhelmed mind. When you feel swallowed by thought, whisper this affirmation. My mind creates stories, but my soul holds truth. I am grounded. I am eternal. I am okay. Repeat it until your heartbeat slows, and your breath finds its rhythm. You'll begin to feel the separation between your momentary thoughts and your deeper self. This is how inner peace begins, not by controlling every thought, but by realizing you don't have to believe them all. The story you're telling yourself. Another helpful practice is asking, what story am I telling myself right now? Is it a story of defeat? Of not being enough? Of something going wrong? Now gently ask, is this story true? Is it useful? Or is it just familiar? Much of our anxiety is recycled narrative replayed because it feels safe, not because it's accurate. By becoming conscious of these stories, we gain the power to choose a better one. Tonight, write a new story for yourself before sleep. even if it's just a few sentences. I am learning to rest. I am learning to trust. My life is unfolding in ways I cannot yet see. I don't have to carry every worry, I just have to return to myself. Let this become your new identity, not as a worrier, but as a witness to life with grace. When you forget, gently begin again. There will be nights you forget this. That's okay. There will be nights when the thoughts feel loud and overwhelming. Don't criticize yourself. Don't say, I should know better. Simply say, I got caught in the waves again. And that's okay. I will return to my breath. I will return to my awareness. You don't fail because you worried again. You grow every time you return to the truth. I am not this thought. I am not this worry. I am the one who notices and lets go. A subliminal message to rewire the soul. As you drift into sleep tonight, let this message echo gently within you. I am more than this moment. I am more than this emotion. I am the stillness that watches. I am the peace that returns. I do not need to fix everything tonight. I only need to rest in who I truly am, whole, worthy, and watched over. Tonight, when the worries rise again, don't fight them. Don't judge them. Don't fear them. Simply observe, breathe, and remember, you are not your worries. You are your awareness. And your awareness is always free. Chapter 4, The Ritual of the Worry Box. When you give your worries a place to rest, your soul finds room to breathe. Worries love to roam freely. They sneak into your quiet moments, linger in your thoughts as you brush your teeth, and grow louder the moment your head touches the pillow. That's because most worries are like open-ended questions. They demand your attention, not because they are urgent, but because they are uncontained. So what if you gave them a container? What if your worries had a place to go, a safe space to be held, honored, and gently set aside, even if just for the night? That is the power of the worry box ritual. It is a simple, symbolic practice that creates boundaries between your inner peace and your outer concerns. And over time, it becomes one of the most powerful bedtime habits you can build. What is a worry box? A worry box can be a literal object, a small decorated box beside your bed. Or it can be metaphorical, a mental space you create in your imagination. Either way, its purpose is the same. To hold your worries for you while you sleep. To gently acknowledge them without letting them take over your night. To affirm that not everything needs to be resolved before rest begins. It is not avoidance. It is intentional release. It's you saying to your soul, I see what's heavy. But I don't need to carry it all night. Why the worry box works. Our brains are wired to loop on unfinished business. Psychologists call this the Zeigarnik effect, the tendency to remember uncompleted tasks more than completed ones. That's why worries feel stickier at night. They're unresolved. Unfinished. The worry box interrupts this loop. It sends a signal to your brain that says, this is parked. It's not gone, but it's safely stored until tomorrow. You can rest now. Just like tucking a child into bed and assuring them they are safe, the worry box tucks your fears into a safe space, so you no longer have to hold them tightly. How to create your own worry box, physical or mental? You don't need anything fancy. What matters is your intention. Option 1, Physical Worry Box. Choose a small container, a wooden box, a jar, or even a decorated tissue box. Keep slips of paper nearby, or a small notebook and pen. Each night before bed, write down your worries, fears, or racing thoughts. One per slip. Fold each one gently, say you are held, and place it in the box. Close the box and repeat this affirmation. These thoughts are safe here. I can rest now. Option 2, Mental Worry Box. Close your eyes and take 3 slow breaths. Visualize a beautiful box in your favorite calming color. Maybe it glows or is wrapped in velvet. Mentally place each worry inside, visualizing them as glowing orbs or paper notes. When all worries are placed, close the lid in your mind. Whisper inwardly, "Thank you, mind. Thank you, worries. You are safe. We'll revisit this in the morning." Whether physical or mental, the practice offers symbolic closure. And closure calms the nervous system. The energetic shift of letting go. Here's what's happening behind the scenes. You're transferring responsibility, telling your mind it no longer has to stay alert. You're creating emotional distance, moving from chaos to clarity. You're training your subconscious to associate bedtime with trust instead of tension. This subtle shift builds inner trust. Night after night, your body learns that it is safe to rest even when life feels unfinished. Because not everything needs to be solved in the dark. What to write in your worry notes. If you're unsure what to write, here are examples. I'm worried I said the wrong thing at work. I'm scared about my medical test results. I don't know how I'll make next month's rent. I feel like I'm falling behind in life. There is no worry too small or too big. What matters is that it's yours. Personal. Honest. Spoken. Acknowledged. After writing, consider adding a second line to each note. But I trust that I'll handle this in the morning. I release this just for tonight. I am stronger than this fear. This creates an emotional bookend to your thought, signaling to the brain, it is enough for now. Worry box affirmations. Repeat any of the following aloud or in your heart after completing your ritual. My mind can rest because my worries are held. I honor my fears, but I will not let them define my night. Peace is the gift I give myself now. I surrender control. I embrace rest. Let these phrases be your gentle lullabies. They are not commands, they are invitations to peace. What if the worry comes back? It will. That's okay. When a worry returns after being placed in the box, don't scold yourself. Gently say, "Ah, I remember you. You're already tucked in. We'll speak again in the light of day." Then take a breath, place a hand on your heart, and visualize the box again, still closed, still safe. The more you repeat this, the faster your brain learns that night is for rest, not resolution. A subliminal message to end the ritual. As you lie in bed, whisper or imagine these words bathing your mind in moonlight. My heart is heard. My fears are seen. I do not need to carry the weight alone. I have placed my worries gently aside. I have honored them, and now I rest. What is mine to carry, I will carry tomorrow. Tonight, I float in peace. I am safe. I am whole. I am watched over. The worry box is not magic. But your intention is. And every time you choose to place a fear down instead of holding it tightly, you are reclaiming your peace. You're not pushing the fear away, you're placing it down with trust. That is strength. That is wisdom. That is love. Chapter 5, The Gentle Whisper of Letting Go. Letting go is not a loss, it is a loving return to peace. There's a quiet art to letting go. Not the dramatic kind we see in movies or read about in tales of great awakenings, but the kind that happens silently, in the heart, when the world has dimmed and the day is over. The kind that whispers, "It's okay now. You can stop holding on." Letting go doesn't always mean forgetting. It doesn't mean you stop caring. It means that for this moment, for this night, you choose peace over pressure. You choose rest over rumination. You choose to stop carrying what was never meant to be carried forever. And in doing so, you return to yourself. Why letting go feels so hard? Most of us aren't taught how to let go. We're taught to solve, to fix, to win, to hold on until things are perfect, or until we have an answer. But some things in life aren't meant to be figured out at night. Some things need the clarity of morning, the wisdom of patience, or the passage of time. And some things, they're never ours to solve at all. When we carry our worries into bed, gripping them like armor, we leave no room for comfort, no room for breath, no room for grace. Letting go, then, becomes an act of self-love. It's not about giving up. It's about giving into stillness, to softness, to trust. The whisper of permission. Sometimes, what we really need is permission. Permission to stop replaying the conversation. Permission to stop trying to predict tomorrow. Permission to rest, even if things feel unfinished. So tonight, offer yourself this simple whisper. I give myself permission to let go just for now. I trust that not everything needs my grip. I can rest without resolution. Say it softly. Say it kindly. Say it as many times as it takes. You are not letting go because you are weak. You are letting go because you are worthy of peace. The ocean visualization for letting go. Close your eyes and imagine the vast ocean before you. Picture each of your worries as small paper boats. One by one, you place them gently on the water. You do not sink them. You do not destroy them. You simply set them down and watch as the tide carries them out of your hands. You don't need to know where they'll end up. You only need to trust that you no longer have to hold them. This imagery trains the subconscious mind to release tension. It invites your nervous system into a state of surrender. Repeat nightly, especially when your heart feels heavy. What are you holding that you no longer need? Letting go begins with one honest question. What am I holding that is no longer serving me? It might be a mistake you made today, a fear about tomorrow, a conversation that left you uneasy, a burden that was never yours to carry. Write it down. Say it aloud. Hold it in your awareness. And then gently say, you've been heard. You've been seen. And now, you are free to go. Some things will release instantly. Others will take time. That's okay. This is not a race. It is a rhythm. And every night, you learn this rhythm more deeply. A gentle practice, the letting go gesture. Your body stores emotional memory. So why not give your body a way to release it? Here's a physical gesture you can try. Sit or lie comfortably. Hold your fists tightly. Imagine you're holding your worries inside them. Take a deep inhale. On your exhale, slowly open your hands. Let your fingers release all the tension. Repeat 3 to 5 times. With each exhale, feel more lightness in your chest. This gesture becomes a sacred motion of release. You may even whisper, I release. I rest. I renew. Letting go does not mean losing. Many people fear that letting go means losing control. That if they stop thinking about a problem, it will get worse. But the truth is this. You don't lose power by letting go. You gain clarity. In the spaciousness of peace, solutions often appear more clearly. In the stillness of surrender, strength returns. Letting go is not a sign of weakness, it's a powerful sign that you trust something greater than fear. Letting go meditation, simple nightly version. This 5-minute meditation can anchor your bedtime routine. Close your eyes. Sit or lie in stillness. Take 3 slow breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Whisper aloud or silently. I acknowledge what I cannot control. I honor what I cannot change tonight. I invite peace to enter now. With every breath, picture tension leaving your body. End with this mantra. I let go. I am safe. I trust in rest. Let this be your nightly balm, a soft return to peace. Bedtime affirmations for letting go. As you close your eyes tonight, let these words echo in your soul. What's meant for me will find me even while I rest. I do not need to carry what tomorrow can hold. It is safe for me to let go of what I cannot change. My heart is light. My breath is slow. My soul is calm. These affirmations do more than calm the mind. They recondition the heart to trust in peace rather than cling to control. A subliminal message to heal while you sleep. As your body relaxes and your thoughts begin to drift, let this quiet message settle deep into your subconscious. I have held on long enough. My grip has served its purpose, but now I open my hands. I open my heart to rest, to healing, to peace. I do not have to fight with the night. I am safe in surrender. I am loved in letting go. Letting go is not an event. It is a gentle, ongoing choice. Sometimes we have to let go again and again, even of the same thought. That's okay. Each time you choose peace over pressure, each time you whisper instead of worry, you grow stronger in spirit. You become lighter in soul. Tonight, as you lie in bed, may you feel that lightness. And may your final thought be not one of fear, but of gentle release. Chapter 6, Cradled by the Divine. You are not alone in this night. There is something far greater holding you. There is something profoundly comforting about the idea of being held not physically, but spiritually. To know, deep in your soul, that you are being watched over, cared for, and loved even in your most anxious, uncertain moments can be the balm that finally allows the heart to soften and the body to rest. Whether you believe in God, the universe, angels, ancestors, or simply the wisdom of nature, one truth is universal. You were never meant to carry it all alone. You were never meant to bear every burden with your own two hands. Tonight, you are invited to let go of the illusion of isolation and step into the truth of connection, divine connection. You are not falling. You are being cradled. What does it mean to be cradled by the divine? It means surrendering to the idea that there is a loving presence unseen, but always near, that desires peace for you more than fear, rest for you more than resistance. To be cradled by the divine is to allow your soul to exhale. It is to lean into an invisible embrace and say, I don't know what tomorrow holds, but I trust one am not walking into it alone. It is not a rejection of personal responsibility. It is an invitation to sacred partnership where your effort ends, divine grace begins. For the spiritually curious or the quietly faithful. You don't need to be religious to feel the comfort of the divine. This chapter is not about dogma, it's about dependence on something more loving than fear. Even if you don't believe in a traditional deity, you can still connect with the idea that the universe is not against you. The earth grounds you. The sky covers you. The night holds you like a parent holding a child. We are not as alone as we think. And this chapter is here to remind you that connection to something bigger is not fantasy, it's fuel for the weary soul. A simple prayer of trust. You can whisper this aloud, write it in your journal, or simply feel it in your heart. Dear Divine Presence, I don't have all the answers tonight. I don't know what will happen tomorrow. But I place my trust in you. I place my heart in your hands. I surrender the worries I cannot fix. Cradle me now in stillness. Remind me that I am not alone. I choose peace. I choose rest. I choose trust. Even if your faith feels small, even if you're unsure who or what you're talking to, your intention is enough. The whisper of trust is louder than the scream of fear when it comes from the heart. The power of surrender. To surrender does not mean to give up. It means to give over your fears, your burdens, your what-ifs to something wiser and stronger. And here's the miracle. When you surrender in faith, you are no longer alone in the fight. Your soul remembers that it was never made to wrestle in the dark without help. Think of surrender not as a collapse but as a lean. A lean into divine wisdom. A lean into unseen hands. A lean into grace. A nighttime surrender ritual. This simple act, done nightly, can bring profound peace. Sit on your bed or lie down. Place your hands on your heart. Visualize a bright light above you. This light represents the divine, whatever that means to you. Imagine your worries rising from your body like mist. They float upward into that light. Whisper softly. Take this. I offer it to you. I trust that you will hold what I no longer can. Breathe in peace. Breathe out surrender. Do this until you feel a shift inside, a softening, a loosening. This is not about instant answers. It's about divine exchange, your anxiety for peace, your control for comfort. You are not forgotten. Sometimes, worry comes from the belief that we are overlooked, unseen, unimportant in the grand design of life. But what if, tonight, you believed this instead? I am remembered. I am accounted for. I am deeply known. I am divinely cared for even when I feel uncertain. You were not placed on this earth to carry unbearable weight alone. There are forces seen and unseen ready to guide, hold, and restore you. All you have to do is ask. Affirmations for divine comfort. Whisper these as you settle into bed. I am not alone in this night. The divine holds what I cannot carry. I surrender to peace greater than my understanding. I trust that all things are working for my good even if I can't yet see how. My rest is holy. My sleep is watched over. Affirmations like these slowly rewire the subconscious, replacing stress with serenity. A subliminal message to deepen trust. As you drift off tonight, allow this message to echo deep within your soul. Even now, something greater than me is working things out. I am not abandoned. I am not forsaken. I am divinely supported, held in the arms of grace. I lay down my burdens tonight. I choose to rest in divine love. I am safe. I am loved. I am cradled by the unseen. The most beautiful thing about divine comfort is that it meets you where you are. You don't need to earn it. You don't need to be perfect. You don't even need to understand it. You only need to be open. So tonight, dear soul, open your heart. Let the weight of the world fall away. Let yourself be cradled by something greater. And sleep, not as someone struggling in the dark, but as someone held in the light. Chapter 7, Breathing Out What No Longer Serves. Inhale peace. Exhale what was never yours to carry. There is an intelligence in your breath, ancient, wise, and healing. It has been with you from your very first cry, and it will be with you in your final moment. Yet, most of us go through life without ever fully appreciating the power it holds. Your breath is more than just air moving in and out of your lungs. It is your direct link to the present moment. It is the body's built-in anchor to calm, clarity, and connection. And when used consciously, it becomes one of the most powerful tools to release tension, fear, and emotional weight. This chapter invites you to reclaim your breath not just as a survival function, but as a sacred nightly ritual of emotional release. Why breath is the gateway to peace. Worry lives in shallow breath. Think about the last time you felt anxious. Your breathing likely became tight, rapid, or even invisible. That's because stress activates the body's fight or flight response, sending a signal to your nervous system that you are under threat. But here's the incredible part. You can reverse this signal. By consciously slowing your breath, you can tell your body, it's okay now. You are safe. There is no danger here. When your breath slows, your thoughts soften. When your breath deepens, your body loosens. When your breath becomes intentional, your soul begins to remember its peace. A gentle nighttime breathing practice. Let's begin with a simple, calming breathing technique you can use every night before bed. It's called the 4-7-8 method, and it's known for reducing anxiety and inviting restful sleep. The 4-7-8 breathing technique. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. Feel the breath rise in your belly. Hold the breath for 7 seconds. Let this pause be a moment of stillness. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 8 seconds. Imagine exhaling stress, tension, and fear. Repeat this cycle 4 times. With each breath, you're training your mind to let go and your body to surrender. You are not forcing peace. You are inviting it. Breathing out what no longer serves. As you breathe out, imagine more than just carbon dioxide leaving your body. Imagine releasing the unkind words you told yourself today. The thoughts that kept looping all afternoon. The what-ifs about tomorrow. The tension in your shoulders from carrying too much. With each exhale, whisper inwardly, I release what no longer serves me. I breathe out what I no longer need. I make space for calm, clarity, and renewal. These phrases become subliminal signals, soft commands to your subconscious that it's okay to let go now. Pairing breath with intention. Breath is powerful on its own. But when paired with intention, it becomes transformative. Try this simple practice tonight. Inhale and think, I breathe in peace. Exhale and think, I let go of fear. Repeat with variations. I breathe in calm. Rightward arrow, I release tension. I breathe in love. Rightward arrow, I let go of judgment. I breathe in trust. Rightward arrow, I release control. Each round becomes a gentle rewiring of your emotional state. You are not just breathing, you are renewing the energy behind the exhale. Emotion is energy in motion. When emotions get stuck, they become physical: tight chests, stiff necks, clenched jaws. Breath moves that energy. It breaks up the stagnation and clears emotional clutter. When you consciously exhale your worries, you're doing more than imagining peace. You're literally shifting energy. You may even find yourself yawning or tearing up. That's not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of release. You are not breaking down. You are breaking free. A bedtime breathwork ritual. This is a 10-minute bedtime breathwork routine you can make part of your nightly wind down. Step 1. Set the mood. Dim the lights. Sit or lie in a comfortable position. Place one hand on your belly, the other on your chest. Step 2. Begin with awareness. Notice your natural breath for 1 minute. Don't change it, just observe. Step 3. Lengthen the breath. Inhale slowly for a count of 5. Exhale even slower for a count of 7. Do this for 5 minutes. Step 4. Use affirmations. With each exhale, repeat silently. This moment is enough. I surrender to sleep. I am safe to rest. Step 5. Let go completely. After the final round, stop controlling the breath. Let it return to its natural rhythm. Trust that your body knows what to do. End the practice with this thought. I am breathing myself back home. Breathing beyond the mind. Worry is a future-focused function. It pulls you into tomorrow's unknowns. Breathing, on the other hand, is always in the now. You can't breathe in the past or breathe for the future. You can only breathe here. That's why it's so effective. It keeps you anchored to the only safe place, this moment. So when your thoughts try to race ahead, gently guide them back to the breath. Come back, mind. Follow the breath. We are safe here. Affirmations to pair with breath. Inhale and exhale with these short phrases. Inhale, I receive peace. Exhale, I release tension. Inhale, I am enough. Exhale, I let go of judgment. Inhale, I trust. Exhale, I surrender. Use one pair per night, or repeat the same one until your body begins to believe it. Over time, these breaths become a nightly anthem of healing. A subliminal message to breathe in peace. As you settle into sleep tonight, let this quiet message echo within. With every breath, I soften. With every breath, I release. What no longer serves me falls away like leaves in autumn. I do not force rest, I flow into it. My breath is sacred. My breath is healing. My breath brings me home. You've been carrying so much today. Let your breath carry it for you now. Let it cleanse you. Let it soothe you. Let it remind you that you were never meant to hold everything in. Tonight, you don't need to overthink or overdo. You only need to breathe. Chapter 8, Dreaming Without Fear. When your mind rests in peace, your dreams bloom in freedom. What if your dreams were not random flickers of the subconscious, but purposeful journeys your soul takes when your body is at rest? What if bedtime wasn't just a moment to escape the day, but a portal to imagine, heal, and transform from within? Too often, our dreams are colored by our stress. When we go to sleep with unresolved tension, our dreams may reflect our fears through anxiety-inducing scenarios, restlessness, or even nightmares. But just as our waking life affects our dreams, the opposite is also true. The way we prepare for sleep shapes the quality of our dreams. This chapter is about preparing the inner space of your mind, just like you prepare your bed so that your dreams are a safe haven, not a shadow of your worries. You deserve to dream without fear. Why dreams reflect our emotional state. The dreaming brain, especially during REM sleep, is like a movie projector playing out scenes using the language of the subconscious. It processes emotions, ideas, and unresolved tension from the day. If we fall asleep under stress, our dreams may amplify that tension. If we fall asleep in peace, our dreams often carry messages of creativity, comfort, and insight. That's why intentional pre-sleep practices are powerful. They don't just calm the body, they guide the subconscious. When we soothe our inner world before sleep, our dreams become more than just echoes of anxiety, they become opportunities for renewal. Transforming the inner landscape. Before going to sleep, take a moment to reflect on the inner environment you're creating. Ask yourself, am I falling asleep with compassion or criticism? Am I ending the day in gratitude or regret? Am I handing my worries over, or letting them follow me into my sleep? What you bring with you into sleep often follows you into your dreams. So tonight, and each night forward, let's prepare the ground for beautiful dreaming. The practice of dream seeding. Dream seeding is an ancient practice where you intentionally plant a thought, emotion, or image into your subconscious before sleep, with the intention that it will guide your dreams. Here's how you can do it. Sit quietly before bed. Write down a positive intention or a question you'd like your dream to explore. Example: show me peace. Let me dream about healing. How can I move forward with grace? Close your eyes and visualize a calming scene, a peaceful garden, a starlit beach, a warm memory. Repeat your intention silently as you drift off. This simple practice often helps the brain pivot from anxious rumination to focused imagination, leading to gentler dreams. Letting go of fear-based dreaming. Have you ever woken up from a dream that left you feeling unsettled? Nightmares, anxiety dreams, or even recurring unsettling dreams are often the subconscious replaying our unprocessed fears. They can be valuable messengers, but they don't have to control your nights. Here's a simple method to transform fear-based dreaming. The night rewrite technique. Recall the fear-inducing dream, or a fear you're afraid might show up. Rewrite the ending on paper or in your imagination. For example, if you dreamed you were being chased, rewrite it where you find a safe place or turn to face the chaser and find it's harmless. If you dreamed of falling, imagine wings appearing or landing in a soft meadow. Visualize this new version right before sleep. The subconscious responds strongly to imagery and suggestion. By rewriting the narrative, you begin to rewire your emotional relationship to fear. Creating a sacred dream space. Just as you clear clutter from your room for better rest, you can clear emotional clutter from your mind for better dreams. Try this nightly ritual. Light a candle or dim a lamp. This signals your brain that it's time to transition. Place a comforting item near your bed. A soft stone, a photo, or a handwritten quote that reminds you of hope or protection. Speak a bedtime blessing aloud. I release today with love. I welcome the night with trust. May my dreams be kind and full of grace. Keep a dream journal by your bed. In the morning, jot down what you remember, no judgment, just observation. Over time, you may begin to see patterns, insights, or healing themes emerge. Affirmations to invite peaceful dreams. Repeat these softly as you rest your head on your pillow. I welcome dreams that restore and renew me. I trust my dreams to show me peace, not fear. My mind is calm. My soul is safe. My dreams are sacred. Even in sleep, I am held in love. I do not chase rest. I allow rest to come to me. The more you pair these affirmations with nightly routines, the more your subconscious absorbs them and your dreams begin to reflect their essence. A subliminal message for the dreaming mind. As you enter the edge of sleep, let these words echo gently inside. I enter sleep like a door to another garden. A garden where fear cannot follow. Where my soul is free to explore, to receive, to renew. I do not fear what lies in the night. For I am guided by light, even in dreams. I rest knowing my mind is safe, my body is soft, and my heart is open. A visualization, the dream gateway. Here's a guided imagery to carry with you tonight. Close your eyes. Imagine a door made of starlight. This door leads to your dream world. Place your hand on the door. Feel it humming with calm. Before you open it, whisper. Only peace may pass through. Only love may lead me. Now step through. Enter a soft, safe world filled with beauty, healing, and truth. Let this imagery be the bridge between your waking self and your dreaming self. Let it be the beginning of dreaming without fear. Tonight, dear soul, you don't need to fear what waits behind your eyelids. You are not entering the unknown, you are entering a sacred space you've now prepared. Breathe deeply. Trust fully. And let your dreams carry you somewhere beautiful. Chapter 9, Writing a New Ending Before Sleep. You can't rewrite the day, but you can choose how it ends. Every story deserves a gentle closing. Every day, no matter how messy, unfinished, or chaotic, deserves a kind ending. And yet, most of us let our days end by default. We fall into bed still carrying regrets, unresolved conversations, or lingering stress. We lie down replaying what went wrong or what we didn't get done. We let the final moments of the day be dictated by fear or fatigue. But here's a powerful truth. You get to write the last page of your day. No matter how the story unfolded, whether today was triumphant or trying, you have the ability to choose how it concludes. You can shift the energy. You can close the chapter with peace. Tonight, we learn the beautiful art of writing a new ending before sleep. Why your last thought matters. Your final thoughts before sleep are the most potent. They echo in your subconscious through the night. They influence your emotional state. They often shape your dreams, and even affect how you feel when you wake up. Think of your mind like a theater. If you go to sleep playing a scene of self-blame or fear, that scene repeats itself in the background. But if you fall asleep to a scene of gratitude, surrender, or self-kindness, that becomes the soundtrack of your night. Writing a new ending is your way of changing the script from worry to warmth, from judgment to joy, from fear to faith. The power of the final sentence. Think of your day like a book. The final sentence is what lingers in your heart. You can't edit the whole chapter once it's lived, but you can choose the sentence that closes it. Examples of new endings you might write before bed. Even though I struggled today, I'm proud I kept going. I didn't finish everything, but I did enough. I made mistakes, and I'm learning from them. I release this day with love. Tomorrow is a new page. These are not lies or forced positivity, they are kind conclusions. They give your soul permission to stop spiraling and simply rest. The bedside journal ritual. Here's a gentle bedtime writing practice to help you anchor this habit. Keep a small journal by your bed. Title it My Nightly Endings. Each night, answer these 3 prompts. What am I still holding onto? What would I like to release? How do I choose to end today? Write one final closing sentence. Make it gentle. Make it true. Make it loving. Examples. Today tested me, but I trust myself to recover. I send forgiveness to myself and anyone I hurt. I am no longer chasing. I am choosing peace. Repeat this nightly. Let it become your sacred pause. Writing letters to the day. Some nights, what you need most is to speak to the day itself, to express, to reflect, to let go. Try this practice. Write a short letter that begins, "Dear today." Then continue, "Thank you for what you taught me. I'm sorry for what I said in frustration. I forgive you for being heavy. You were imperfect, and so was I, and that's okay." Then close the letter with, "You may go now. I have no more to say. Good night." This emotional release signals to the mind, the conversation is complete. Bedtime affirmations to rewrite the ending. Speak these aloud or silently as you prepare to sleep. I am not defined by this day. I end today with love, not regret. My heart is allowed to rest, even when things feel unfinished. Peace is my choice. Peace is my power. This is how I end the day, gently, gratefully, and whole. Repeat them like a mantra. Let them become the closing lines of your day's inner dialogue. Visualizing a peaceful ending. Use this simple visualization to soothe your mind before bed. Close your eyes and imagine your day as a movie. Watch the scenes gently scroll by without judgment. When the movie reaches the final scene, visualize writing the words, "The end for now." See yourself turning off the screen, closing the book, or blowing out a candle. Feel the quiet settle in. The story is complete. Tomorrow, a new chapter begins. This visualization gives your subconscious a clear signal: the day is over. You may rest. Rewriting internal narratives. Often, what haunts us at night isn't what happened, it's the story we tell ourselves about what happened. Rewriting the ending means gently changing that story. Instead of, "I was such a failure today," try, "I had a hard day, but I showed up." Instead of, "I can't believe I made that mistake," try, "That moment taught me something important." Instead of, "Nothing went right," try, "There were challenges, and I'm learning how to meet them." You are not lying to yourself. You are leading yourself toward compassion. A subliminal message for rewriting the day. As you lie down tonight, let this message softly sink into your heart. I cannot undo the past, but I can offer it peace. I choose not to let one bad moment become a bad night. I have the power to end this day with grace. I am the author of this final sentence. All is well. I am safe. Tomorrow, I begin again. Every day has its storms. But every night can bring stillness. You are not bound by how the day unfolded. You have the right to release it, to reframe it, and to rest in something gentler. Tonight, as you close your eyes, remember. You can't control every chapter. But you can write the ending. And tonight, may that ending be filled with hope. Chapter 10, Whispering Goodnight to Yourself. Before the world falls silent, let your heart hear the kindest voice of all your own. There is a moment each night just before sleep fully takes over when the world becomes quiet. No more screens. No more conversations. No more lists to complete or expectations to fulfill. Just you, alone with your thoughts. For many, this moment is uncomfortable. It's when doubts echo the loudest and self-judgment speaks with power. The silence becomes a space where all the unspoken thoughts come forward. Did I do enough? Was I good enough? Will tomorrow be any better? But what if, in that final moment of wakefulness, you could become your own softest comfort? What if you ended the day with a whisper of kindness, not from someone else, but from your own heart? This chapter is about learning to gently whisper goodnight to yourself, like a loving parent tucking you in. It's about reclaiming the tone of your inner voice and offering yourself the peace you often give so freely to others. Why self-compassion at bedtime matters. During the day, we wear many masks. We perform, produce, and protect ourselves from judgment. We often rush from task to task without checking in on how we truly feel. At night, the masks fall. And for many people, the harshest critic appears not from outside, but from within. But self-criticism doesn't soothe the soul. It doesn't help us sleep better or prepare us for a new day. Self-compassion does. Psychologists have shown that people who practice self-compassion experience less anxiety and depression, enjoy better sleep, and recover from setbacks more quickly. And the good news? You don't need hours of meditation or years of therapy to begin. You just need to change your final words to yourself each night. What does it mean to whisper goodnight to yourself? It means speaking to yourself gently, as you would to someone you love deeply. It means offering reassurance, forgiveness, softness, and love even if the day was hard or imperfect. It means becoming the safe space you long for. Good night, my heart. You tried today, and I'm proud of you. You don't need to fix anything right now. Just rest. Even in your doubts, you are still worthy. Sleep well. These are the whispers that calm your nervous system. They shift your mind from alertness to rest. They remind you. You are not alone, you have you. A simple self-soothing night ritual. Create this calming ritual to end your day with gentleness. Lie down and place a hand over your heart. Feel its steady rhythm. This is your life force. This is your presence. Close your eyes and scan your body. Notice where tension lies. Soften your jaw, your shoulders, your belly. Take 3 deep breaths. With each exhale, imagine tension dissolving into the mattress. Whisper a goodnight message to yourself. Use your own words, or try one of these. I'm safe now. I did enough. I am enough. It's okay to rest. You've earned it. Sleep is my gift to myself. This nightly ritual turns your bedroom into a sanctuary of self-kindness. Mirror practice, saying goodnight to your reflection. On nights when you feel disconnected or unworthy, this practice is especially powerful. Stand in front of a mirror before bed. Look softly into your own eyes. Say aloud, I see you. You've been through a lot today, and you're still standing. I'm proud of you for making it through. Good night. You are loved. At first, it may feel strange. You might even cry. That's okay. Those tears are the body's way of releasing stored pain and accepting care. Eventually, these moments become your nightly return to wholeness. Writing a goodnight letter to yourself. Try this journal practice once a week or whenever your heart feels heavy. Dear your name. Tonight, I want you to know what I admire about you, what I forgive you for, what I'm proud of, why you deserve rest. Close the letter with, I love you. Sleep well. Tomorrow is a fresh beginning. This written whisper is more than words, it's medicine for your inner child, your tired self, your future you. Affirmations for gentle closure. Repeat these affirmations as you drift toward sleep. I am safe with myself. I offer myself the same love I wish to receive. Even if no one else says it, I am proud of me. I forgive myself for today. I welcome rest with open arms. I am allowed to be human, soft, and unfinished. Affirmations like these help soften inner harshness and create a loving tone in the subconscious, an essential step toward emotional healing. Speaking to the child within. Inside each of us lives an inner child, the younger version of ourselves who still longs to be seen, heard, and comforted. Before sleep, place your hand over your heart or belly and whisper, Good night, little one. I'm here now. You're safe. I know you did your best today. I know you just want love. I promise to be gentle with you. Sleep in peace. This tender connection helps heal emotional wounds and builds a stronger, more compassionate relationship with yourself. A subliminal message to carry into sleep. As you close your eyes tonight, let this message settle quietly in your soul. I release the day with love. I offer myself the rest I need. I no longer wait for someone else to say I am worthy. I say it to myself now. I am enough. I am held. I am loved. Good night, dear self. May your dreams be soft and your heart be full. You may go through many more days of uncertainty. You may have more nights of doubt. That's part of being human. But if you can end each night with kindness, if you can become the one who whispers reassurance to yourself, then your heart will always have a home to return to. Tonight, be your own sanctuary. Whisper good night to yourself. Wrap your spirit in warmth. And sleep as someone deeply cared for, because you are. Closing reflection, whispering your way into a better life. You are not here merely to survive the day, you are here to transform your nights into healing, and your soul into light. The biggest takeaway. The greatest gift of this ebook is not the rituals themselves, it is the reminder that you hold the power to transform your life gently, nightly, and intentionally. Every single practice in whispering goodnight to your worries is a door to emotional release, inner peace, soul-level reconciliation, and the graceful return to who you truly are. You don't need to fix your entire life in one leap. You don't need to eliminate every fear, solve every problem, or wait until circumstances are perfect. You only need to pause each night, to sit with yourself, to whisper, all is well. I am still here. I still matter. And that whisper becomes the beginning of everything new. How to leverage this ebook for self-enhancement and transformation. This is not just a bedtime book, it is a nightly tool for inner engineering, for rewiring your life from the inside out. Here's how to fully leverage this guide for deep, lasting change. 1. Use it as a daily nightly ritual. Choose one chapter per night. Practice the exercises slowly. Don't rush. These nightly rituals become your foundation. Consistency creates new emotional DNA. Even 5 minutes of daily practice shifts your emotional tone, nervous system, morning focus, relationship with yourself. You are upgrading your inner operating system one night at a time. To re-engineer your inner dialogue. Most suffering starts with inner judgment. This book teaches you how to talk to yourself differently. When you whisper kindness before sleep, your subconscious listens. You begin to replace shame with grace. Replace chaos with calm. Replace doubt with direction. You're not suppressing negativity, you're nurturing truth. You become your own safe place. 3. Strengthen life focus through emotional clarity. Worry distracts. Peace sharpens. Each practice helps declutter emotional noise, so you can see what truly matters to you, where your energy is leaking, what your next aligned action is. By ending your day in emotional clarity, your mornings become purposeful. You wake up aligned with your soul's mission. 4. Reconnect with your purpose and contribution. When you make peace nightly, your life starts to whisper back its purpose. You remember. You are here for a reason. Your presence matters. You don't need to chase worth, you are already worthy. Letting go of worry is not a weakness, it's an act of wisdom. It clears the channel so that your God-given assignment can be heard and acted upon. 5. Live with more appreciation. Each chapter teaches you to release the day with honor, not just endurance. This trains your heart to see blessings in difficulty. Recognize grace in small wins. Be grateful for breath, body, and presence. This shift in perspective doesn't just change your sleep. It changes your consciousness. You stop demeaning your value, and you begin celebrating your being. Transform while you sleep without force, without fear. The magic of this book is that it doesn't demand you strive. It invites you to soften. It whispers. Transformation doesn't require violence. It only requires presence. Let go gently. Heal nightly. Rise anew. A divine reminder. You are not here to punish yourself for the past. You are not here to judge your contribution as insufficient. You are here to evolve gently, divinely, and truthfully. Your greatest contribution to this world is to be at peace within. Let go of your false stories. Walk in your purpose with clarity. Love others from a healed place. And it begins not with effort but with a whisper. I am enough. I am safe. I am held. I rest tonight not in fear, but in faith. I let go not to escape but to rise. My life matters. My presence matters. All is well. All is well. God blessed. Final words to remember each night. The day may have been loud, but my night will be sacred. I will whisper good night to my worries and good morning to my worth. Reaching RTSG with AI assistance via WhatsApp QR code. Recommended Reinventing Ourselves YouTube video QR code.